So just a quick note about my setup. I have the S8 Ultra 7-inch, and this is the amp. And just to show that this was updated, here is marked 2023, month of August. So this is what they optimized and sent to me directly from China. So let's get on with the demo. All right, here's a quick demo bench test. I have a 12-volt power supply. It supplies 7 amps, so it should be good enough just to demonstrate. I don't have any speakers or anything hooked up. I got my multimeter connected to the chassis ground and to this alligator clip. That way I can monitor the voltage on the accessory wire. The accessory wire is also connected to another alligator clip right here, which I will connect to the positive on my power supply. Only other wires I have hooked up is the constant 12 volt and the ground. So right now everything's off. So if I were to, basically turn on the key to the car, head unit comes on. Now you see there's voltage. All right. Now before, the accessory wire, after you turn off the car, in this case I'm able to completely disconnect the accessory wire, but simulating turning it off, the amp would have enough power left in it to constantly feed power back through the accessory wire in both directions, causing the head unit to stay on and the voltage to still read like 3.7 down to 2.78. Now the head unit would not turn off until the accessory wire voltage that was remaining in the system dropped below 2.72, 2.68, somewhere in there. At that point the head unit would turn off. So this has been on for a second, so we'll turn this off. The voltage drops, the head unit turns off, the green light on the amp is turned off, which you can see if I plug it back in. It does get power. It stays on for just a second. But now you see the voltage is slowly dropping. Now it's dropping a lot faster than it did before, so this definitely works. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to power this back. Power this back on, so everything's on and running. And I'm going to leave it on for 10 minutes and see if it still drops to 0. And then we'll install it in the truck, see how it goes. Alright, it's been 12 minutes, and it's still on, and it's starting to get a little warm. Now, let's see here. Let's go ahead and turn off the ignition. The head unit turns off, voltage drops. It's doing much better. I don't think 0.01, 0 volts. So there we go. Now, this may react differently once I put it back in the truck and all the speakers and everything else are hooked up. So as of right now, the optimized amp that Atoto sent me works. So let's go check out the truck. Alright, so here we are in the truck. I've had this playing for a few minutes. Now I know previously it would only take 1 or 2 minutes for it to not want to shut off. So right now, this is the accessory wire power. We're at 13.7 volts. The head unit's on, the amp's on. Okay, so you turn the truck off, you gotta open the door, and the accessory wire and the head unit turn off like they should. This still takes its time to drop voltage, but I guess where that is what they optimize. And if we look in here, you see there's no green light anymore, so the amp is off, so you don't have to worry about battery drain. So whatever they did in this amp fixed the problem. So yeah. So if you have a similar problem where the amp and the head unit weren't turning off, if you turn off the truck or your car or whatever, go and contact Atoto, and they might be able to walk you through how to make the necessary adjustments to the amp. But as you see right now, it's working just fine. So there's the power's coming back, head unit's on. And see the green light. Everything's back on. Just one more test. Truck off, door open. There we are. I think we're golden.